just going to talk about my experience on friendships, and I think I'm sitting skew. Yeah, now that's better. So I still wish good upon her because I don't think she was a bad person, but circumstances happened. Stage 19. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Dazi because you should know me. If you do not know me, that means you're not subscribed. So please do subscribe so you can know me. And if you do know me because you are subscribed, welcome back my love. I highly appreciate having you back here. And today's video, guys, we have a chit chat video. It's one of those days where I just feel like I want to offload. And it's not a heavy burden. I just want to talk to you guys. It's not hectic things. I just want to talk about friendships, friends. Like, why does it often feels overwhelming and complicated? And I feel like I've been seeing so many things on TikTok or everywhere where people just don't agree with friendships. And in also that, I've also been seeing so many beautiful friendships, like beautiful girls. And I just want to share my 2 cents on it. Like, so I'm first going to talk about my experience on friendships, and I think I'm sitting skew. Yeah, now that's better. So I'm first going to talk about my experience on friendships and what I learned, and also what have I learned through other people's experiences. So when it comes to me and friends, guys, my first ever friendship that I can recall was a friendship between me and my cousin, Alizwa. So she's 6 months older than me. She was born in December 2003, and I was born in December 2000. I was born in June 2004. So she's like 6 months older than me, and that was my first example of what a friendship like. We were so tight as children. Like, I remember this one time her mother didn't want us being together because we were such a piece of work whenever we were together, and that was a beautiful friendship going on. She moved to the Eastern Cape. Sure, grand. Like, she moved to the Eastern Cape, and then another friendship I had was with this girl that used to be my neighbor when I still lived in another area, Agiasa, in Cape Town, Agiasa. So her name was Asaike. We had a good friendship. So it was 2005. Great vibes, and I had to move to Emakaza, which is where my family lives. I'm shooting this video there, but I actually live in Joburg now. So until we moved to Emakaza, and at the time we both didn't have phones. We were still very young. We both didn't have phones, so we didn't keep the friendship up. And yeah, I don't think she still knows me anymore, but that friendship was good, and friendship started getting for real like when I was in grade 4. So I felt grade 4, and there was this girl in class who also had failed grade 4, and I was like, okay, let me befriend her. Like, that was the first ever time I decided to deliberately befriend someone. And she was like, well, no, I didn't fail, because there was this policy in my primary school that if your parents don't fetch your reports, you're gonna stay in the previous grade until your parents fetch your reports. I don't think that ever happened. Now this girl tells me, oh no, I didn't fail. This was a lie, obviously, on her side. She's like, no, I didn't fail. I just have not fetched my report. My mom has not had the time to fetch my report. I'm like, okay. So that friendship goes on, and the friendship grows. It was like, it became a whole scheme of friendship. Like, it started as me befriending her to, it was like, I think there were 8 girls, like, you know, those group friendships. Apparently, group friendships, it's worse than men. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, and I remember there was a time in that group friendship where I was actually casted out and voted out of the friendship. Like, basically I was banned from the friendship. I would call it a suspension because the friendship was fixed again, but I feel like that was not a good, healthy, organic friendship, in my opinion, now looking back at it. But as a child, you always, I feel like as people, it happens. It's just that with me, now that I'm older, I've grown to not care. But as people, you always want to be in places that you're not wanted in, which is not healthy for you. So I had that friendship, yeah, good. Went to high school. Some of the friendships I tried to keep, but throughout the years they fell apart. Some just like immediately went to high school, but I'm still great acquaintances with those people. Like whenever I bump into them at the malls or anywhere, we'll be like, hey, hi, like still be nice to them. Like I remember one time I met this girl that I went to primary school with in a taxi while I was in high school, and we actually had a full-on conversation until we left. So yeah, and in high school there was this girl, like I thought we had something real, guys. Like guys, I feel like relationships have been, let me sit up straight, relationships have been so beautifully marketed that men aren't reliable, that we already know. But with friendship, guys, you don't see a friendship crumble. You never see it coming, guys, when a friendship crumble. But this girl and I, we started to become friends. I remember there was this time where there was an essay being written, and she was like, I really like you. You had to write about someone. One of the topics were that you can write about someone that has actually made your life in grade 8 so far in high school so much better, how nice this person had been. And she was like, she wrote about me. Guys, that friendship had many ups and downs, and I liked her, guys. I liked that girl, like as a friend. And that shame, like even today I still wish good upon her, because I don't think she was a bad person, but circumstances happened. Some people just aren't strong enough, and it was good. And some people are just not meant for you. I feel like some people are good people, but they're not meant for you. Maybe she was not meant for me, or I was not meant for her. Maybe we're not meant for each other. I don't know. But yeah, that friendship didn't go well. In grade 10, I also got another group of friendship. Yeah. It started in grade 10. Yeah, during COVID in grade 10. And then we had a nice friendship. That friendship was more like, that was my first example of a proper friendship. Great vibes, like and all that. Everything. That was a friendship, guys. Like those goals were real people. Then obviously after high school, those friendships it was not maintained. I still do think that the love still does exist amongst the friendship, but of course it was also group friendships. We're like a group of 5. Of course, on what I said, guys, in the group friendships I said, like I feel like there is love amongst so and so, others more than others, obviously, because yeah, obviously, like in a group friendship there are gonna be those that love each other more than the other one they love, like like so that friendship was good. Then another friendship, what was I gonna say? Oh, in that friendship I also I did have a fall off with one of the group members of the friendship, I'm gonna say. Like we had a fall off, and we also made peace again, and it was good vibes. So, and last year, 2024, life after matric, I think I made some pretty good friends, which I've managed to, even now, guys, like, so the love is still there, the wholeness is still there. Like, I feel like I'm more faithful about this friend. I'm more optimistic, like, because, like, when energy is reciprocated, we like the same things, we're not the same people, because we do have objectives to one another. But I feel like these friendships that I made last year, and also some others that I've made throughout the year, I feel like these friendships have been pretty great, like, because it's like you attract who you are in a way. Like that's something also that I understood, that you attract who you are. I feel like the friendships that I've made in high school, in primary school, and the one that I made when I was younger. I feel like those friendships, as much as I still do like those people, it was just a matter of, okay, so we're both in this neighborhood. You're my neighbor, you're next door to me, you're my classmate. We just have to get along. But these ones were like, okay, so we have this thing that we have in common, and that's great, let's talk about it. Like, what we're talking, how we also have this in common. In common. Like, there's more than one thing that I've had in common, or I have in common with my friends, even if there's also other things that I don't have in common with them. Like, we all like to experiment, we all like to act crazy at times. Like, yeah, I feel like I'm faithful about these friendships. So what are the lessons? I don't want this video to be too long, it's already on 10 minutes. So what are the lessons that I've learned on friendships? The number one lesson, guys, on friendship is that honesty is not the best policy. Like, honesty is not the best policy. Sometimes whatever you're thinking, you have to keep it to yourself. And there's just other friends. There are friends that you can tell something, but even your approach must be in a nicer manner. Don't just dish it up to someone and they should just take it however they take it. Be nice, and also on your approach, like, you have to be, guys, like, if this person is your friend and you say you like them, you need to be like nice to them when you are giving them criticism or whatever. So honesty is not the best policy. Some people don't want to hear the truth. What's another lesson that I've learned on friendship is that you have to be a friend in order to be the friend you want. Like, just like how you have to be the love that you want to be to have an organic relationship, be the friend you want. You cannot want a friend that's going to gift you and give you gifts on your birthday when you don't do the same for them. It's not even about that. You cannot be the friend that wants to have a friend to vent out to, but you don't vent out to them. You cannot be the friend that always wants to go out, but the other person must initiate that going out, and you will never say anything. You can never be like, you have to be the friend that you want. Like, whatever you feel like the friendship has to be the friend that you want. And the most important thing, I feel like this one I should have started with it, another lesson, is that you need to know yourself. Like, know your ground before you can, like, know your ground before you want to involve other people. You want to be understood. Understand yourself. Like, why do you sometimes act and blow things out of proportion? You need to get that. You need to know that about yourself. And what else do you need to do? Also, guys, a greater lesson that I've learned when it comes to friendships can make or break you. Like, a good friendship can fill in you, like, even your parents can see. Like, a good friendship where you talk about, I mean, it's okay if in your friendship you're going to be talking about guys and relationships and how so and so is annoying you and things like that. But you also need to be talking about, hey friend, have you seen that there's this brochure going around? Have you seen this brochure? There's this open castings. Then there's this place that wants to hire people. Or, oh friend, like, have you heard there's a scholarship involved? Friend, have you heard there's this college? Like, be that kind of friend. Like, also there has to be elements of that. Apple, you and your friends actually talk logic. Like, oh friend, like, let's try, what are you doing this year? And guys, this thing of, like, you want to keep your plans a secret, I will never be friends with someone that I feel like I can't tell my business. I saw this on TikTok that says, like, why can't you tell someone your business? It was a video by Lerato Ngoman, like a video from a long time ago. Like, if I can't trust you, like, with my business as my friend, I can't. Like, we're not going anywhere. Like, we're not going anywhere. For example, I also have a very close relationship with two of my cousins, and I remember when I went on a date with the recent guy that I am with now. When I went on the first date with him, And obviously we live in South Africa. Human trafficking, I'm a woman, this person could be a fraud, I don't know him that well. I took it upon myself to give my cousins his number, and I was like, okay, if I don't come back, here's this guy's number, I'm out with this person, call him, tag this number, what, do something if I don't come back. That is also another symbol of trust, that there is trust between us in our friendship, our relationship, because we're not friends, we're cousins, we're family. We're not friends, it's deeper than friendship. What we have, it's family. So like, if you're gonna be in my life and I can't trust you, I cannot call you a friend, we cannot have a relationship. Like, there's also family members that just because we're family, we can't have a relationship. I mean, I know for myself, guys, there are family members that I choose, like, in my heart, I want to see them, like, for the most, let me see them every 3 months. Even in that 3 months, let me not see them if I don't have to see them. If I'm seeing you, let us be because we're at someone's funeral or there's this someone else's party. Because some people are just not for my peace of mind and for my sanity and for my peace, for my mental health. I do not want to interact with some people, be it family or friends. Like, that's how. And the last part that I want to touch on in this video is what is this? It's friendship breakups. Friendship breakups actually happen. Like, friendship breakups actually happen, and they actually hurt. Yeah, and it's okay. Like, just don't care. Like, don't give enough attention to that. It's gonna happen. You're not money, not everyone is gonna like you, and you just need to find the lesson in that and just know why you ended that friendship. Because you may miss the good parts, but the good parts should not outshine the bad parts, or it depends what the bad parts are. Because you cannot be fighting with someone because they told you that break up with that guy that doesn't like you, and you're like, she has no approach, how dare she. You need to know what you're choosing, because fall-offs are gonna happen. Like, even with my cousins, or like the cousins that I have a relationship with, or my friends, fall-offs are gonna happen. Like, that's where, like, apparently a strong relationship relies on having a strong relationship relies on conflict resolution. So if you are gonna walk away on the first sign of this person not agreeing with you, not supporting you, no, don't do that. Secondly, also learn to respect the fact that you are gonna have different opinions with your friends. You're not gonna agree on everything with them, where it be politics, dating, whatever you're gonna have. But within all of that and those different opinions, obtain with respect. You cannot say no to you cannot say it's bang, that what you're saying is just not making sense, you're being stupid. No, you can't say like that. Rather say, okay, they're over, but I just don't agree with you. I don't think it's that way because of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That is how we are. Guys, we are different people. We come from different households. We are different. So don't expect me to agree with you. And if you expect, or I shouldn't expect you to agree with me. And if that's the case, then do some self-introspection. Like, maybe you're being toxic in that. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. If you have watched until this point, you're a real one. Please comment with orange hearts right here in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and do come back for more videos.